Okay, good afternoon. My question is, what do you enjoy most about being a teacher? So, to be a teacher is not just the one that teach the book or that teach the guideline, right? So, basically what I like to be a teacher is just to have that touch with students, to know them, sometimes the students are kind of sad and I like it. You know what happened to you today? Do you want to talk about that? And they know. If they say yes, well, let's talk about the topic. And also, I also try to make my class like a good environment that they feel like comfortable to speak, to read, to listen, to love the language, right? That's the point. And also to be a teacher is the one that it's someone that never stops learning, okay? They all the time learning, they all the time, for example in my case, I have different groups from different levels and I all the time I face with new vocabulary and new pronunciation, new structures, and that's why I'm all the night saying, okay, what is that? So I have to research it, I have to find out information, and then I have to prepare myself, and it's, well, at least this work is not just like I study at university and that's all. No, all the time it's like growing up with the knowledge, growing up with new activities, new techniques, methods, and many things. And here I have another question that is, how do you motivate your students? Well, as I said before, I try to make my class funny, interesting, but the most important is to have an academic purpose, right? So if I don't want to start my class like, you know what, this is the grammar, and this is what I want to teach today, this is simple present, subject, verbs, and complement. No, what I want to try is just to, like, how would I say this, like, to introduce the topic by activities, by games, or by reading. Try to make it different, not to learn at the traditional way, as a modern way. Like, you know what, here I have this structure, so let's analyze together. So they go, well, teacher, I think here you have the subject, you have the verb, but the verb is in past, or in future, and those things. Any other question? Okay, here I have another, that is, how do you get your students speaking in the classroom? Well, I think this is the hard part to be a teacher. Most of the time my students feel like if I speak, everybody is going to get laugh, right? So what I'm going to try is just to make them in groups, in small groups, in pairs or trio, and they start talking about interesting topics, right? Like introduce yourself, or talking about her or his favorite movies, music, or whatever. And then when I feel that they are all ready to speak in groups, I try to make a sketch or try to, you know what, come here with me and let's do some activity. So in that way they feel comfortable. But another way to encourage your students to learn to speak is that make them have interaction. That everybody has to know each other in the classroom. In the way they feel comfortable. Okay, I know Lupita, I know Jorge, I know Jose. So they are not my real friends, but they are my good classmates. So that makes the student to say, you know what, they are good classmates. If I make mistake, they are going to tell me, you know what, it's not the correct pronunciation or it's not the correct grammar. Okay, let's correct together. So they help each other, or they support each other. Even I am the teacher, I give my student the opportunity to correct other students if they know, so they can feel comfortable in that way.